Assalamualaikum class 7. Today we are going to be looking at the grammar portion of unit 7. So this is part 3. Let's see what we are going to be studying today and what are the objectives. So today's objective is to identify difference between the verbs lay and lie and use the verbs to complete sentences. As to draw out difference in meanings, you will be doing some exercise and we will be looking at page number 180. So I want you to take out your books to page 180 and we'll start the lesson. Alright class, now we're going to look at the verbs lay and lie, which are also very confusing. Now the difference between the verb lay and lie is one of the English most confusing questions because both words involve something or someone in horizontal position, but where the two words deviate has to do with who or what is horizontal. For example, the subject of the verb, like the one doing the action, or the direct object, the person or thing being acted upon. Now, when to use lay and when to use lie. Now, if you see over here, the verb lay is to set something in resting position and it must have an object. For example, if we say the hen laid an egg, so it is regular verb and because regular verb, and note the spelling of the past tense, it's laid, not laid. Okay, so it's laid, not laid, L-A-Y-E-D. So when we say the hen laid an egg, so the hen is the subject, laid is the verb, an egg is an object. So it always has to have, it must have an object. So the lay form of the verb, it's a regular form of a verb. It tells us about something in resting position and it is the spelling of the simple past tense ed form is L-A-I-D, not L-A-Y-E-D. I hope it is clear. There can be more example, as for example, if you say that I lay the quilt on the couch, I lay the book on the table, so it is it means that to lay means to put or place in a horizontal position, जैसे हम चीजों को बिछा के या लिटा के रखते हैं, and is a transitive verb meaning it requires an object. For example, if I say I lay the quilt on the couch, so where is the object? I lay the quilt on the couch. I would be the subject. Lay would be the verb. The quilt on the couch, what would be the object? क्या चीज मैंने बिछाई है couch पे? Quilt. So quilt would be object. So this is a transitive verb. Now look over here. Lie. Now lie is an intransitive verb. Do not mix it with the lie as to say something untrue. वो होता है to lie. लेकिन इसमें हम to lie झूठ वाला नहीं देख रहे, हम इसमें देख रहे हैं I'm sorry. To lie is to recline or to rest in a flat position. So lie is an intransitive verb meaning it does not take a direct object. For example, I lay on the couch. ठीक है? I lie on the couch. Lay नहीं होगा. I lie on the couch. And if you are the one laying comfortably on your back, you want the verb lie. जैसे I would like to lie down now. ठीक है? तो अगर आप कहते हैं I would like to lie down now, तो इसमें कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है, यानी you just saying I want to lie down now. So now तो नहीं है, noun is हाँ जी, this is kind of showing time, so it's not an object. Okay, but if you can replace the verb with place or put, for example, I place the book on the table, then use the verb lay. I lay the book on the table. जैसे आपने कहना ना कि I place the book on the table, तो उसकी जगह place की जगह क्या use करेंगे? The verb lay. I lay the book on the table. So lay is a verb that commonly means to put or something down, and lie a verb that commonly means to be in or to assume a horizontal position. और इसमें एक और मीनिंग भी होता है lie का, to make an untrue statement, but we'll focus on the first definition जो कि है to lie as to decline or to rest in a flat position. And lays अभी आपको मैंने बताया है जो LAY होता है, it takes a direct object and lie does not, और lie का नहीं होता. Alright class, now look at this table over here. The base form of the verbs lie is given and lays is also given. Now for example, LIE, to stretch out, to recline, the past tense is lay, okay, and the past participle is laying and present participle is laying. Okay, now look at the example. Jerry lies on the bed every day. The dog just lay on the rug. The apple has lain on the table for 2 days now. Roberta is laying on the recliner in the family room. Now, if I say the verb lies, Jerry lies on the bed every day, it is the first form of the verb lie. Now, the dog just lay on the rug as the burglar ransacked the room. Now, if you say over here lie, second form of the lie is lay, past tense. Okay, and that the apple has lain on the table for 2 days now. Now has lain, because lay, lie, lay and lain. The third form is lain. When you use the third form, you have to have a helping verb. So we are using the helping verb of present perfect tense has. The apple has lain. अब आप ये सोचेंगे ये तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस है तो उसके साथ लेन थर्ड फॉर्म क्यों आया है? सो विद प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस you have to have the third form of the verb. So what is the third form of the verb? Lain, and you can see over here. Okay, and then Roberta is laying on the recliner in the family room. So is laying means still doing it. So that is the present participle. I hope this is clear now. Now if you look at example number 2, correct form of lay, we'll just erase all this. Okay. Now Jerry lays his head on the pillow when he lies in the bed. Suzanne laid her books down when she walked through the door. The contractor have laid the tiles. All right. The contractor have laid the tiles in the kitchen, and the president is laying the foundation for comprehensive health form. Now again, if you say if the Jerry lays his head, so lays is the present form of the verb lay over here, and Suzanne had laid her book down when she walked through the door, so it's past tense. Okay, the contractor have laid the tile in the kitchen. Again, laid is the past participle, has to have a helping verb. So we have used the helping verb as present present perfect tense have over here. So laid over here is the past participle, and the president is laying the foundation. So laying is the present participle of the verb lay is laying. So we are using the helping verb is, because he is doing that thing, he is performing that thing. I hope with this it's quite easy for you to now to understand how we use the verbs, basic form of the verb lie and lay in past, present, past tense, past participle and present participle. Okay children, let's see how we are going to do the next exercise. Slide. Okay, अब आपने verb use करना है lay और to lie. अब for example, if I say when we use the verb lie, to lie उसके साथ to आता है और to lay का मतलब होता है yes to set or to settle. So इसमें क्या आएगा lay और lie. You should never dash because untruth telling untruths will always get you in trouble. Ben was not feeling well after the journey so he went to dash down. सब आपने ये देखना की मैंने दी हुई है पर लेकिन आप खुद कीजिएगा इसको. Do it yourself first, then you can concern the key. Okay, coming to the next slide is your homework assignment. Now you have to circle the correct word in each sentence below. Mrs. Khan lies or lays an eraser on her desk as soon as she enters the room. So these are 11 sentences. You have to do it in your neat copies and this is your homework assignment. If you have any confusion, you can refer back to the slides जहाँ पे आपको एग्जाम्पल वगैरह हमने दी हुई है उससे भी आप रेफर कर सकती हैं. टेबल को भी आप देख सकते हैं. So this is your work for this week. I hope that it was quite an easy task and now there shouldn't be any confusion between the commonly confused words. So keep on trying and keep on working because grammar is just like maths. You win when you practice. Okay, beta? See you next week. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.